and they're popping all the way out, chasing the sniper and heavy. Hildreth is able to take down Inso, and they do control his upper area as well. The gun is in a little bit of a odd spot, at least from where it usually is placed here, but is able to keep up. Hildreth is bombing it and able to take it down, so no sentry gun on this last point. Only 3 alive. They should be able to walk this in. It looks like they're going to be able to do just that.
Yeah, just walking into the spawn there. They did drop down quickly, and wow, there is there's 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. That means they pushed in, what, 4 minutes 20? 4:20 blaze it? I mean, like, geez, like that was a hell of a push from Highpander. That was just, you know, taking the ball by the horns and freaking dragging it across the arena. That was insane. That was crazy. I loved that crits play. I loved it.
No, I mean, it was great. Well, and the thing too is that I would say that the crits play was, I mean, it was interesting and unique. And I mean, I don't know if I'm guessing that Chessclub just didn't know that the Kritzkrieg was out. But on the second Kritzkrieg, I mean, or I should say the third, because the second one didn't work. But on the third one, that's when it did work again. You know, like, you should know that they still have Kritzkrieg. You should know that, you know, where the combo, you know, when you know the other team has Kritzkrieg, you need to know where the combo is at all times. And if you die to it, like, that's really on you. That's really on, you know, misinformation being passed around your team not being in good position. And as good of a play as it is of Highpander to pull out, and it was beautiful, it's a little bit of a misplay out of Chessclub for being in such a bad position. It is not a surprise anymore. You know, like, you should be able to have better positions than what it was. But either way, great play out of Highpander. And they definitely go off of that. And I said about 4 minutes, a little bit like 4 to 5 minutes for that whole capture time. And this is 1-1 going into this final round here. And that makes, so since Highpander capped it the fastest, that means they get to choose what side they start on for this final.
Yeah, Scissors has said in chat, what do you want to attack or defend? And now he's saying hello. So looks like Highpander are taking their time to think it over. I agree with the crits totally. I mean, they used the crits, didn't they? It forced the Uber. They got nothing out of that push. But then, you know, Chessclub knew they had the crits. Chessclub knew that Highpander were running the crits, and it was just that initial sticky that came in right into what we call Z. On near the balcony area on third, it took down Robin and Grengerbob at the same time taking down. It was just the coordination was just amazing. So I'm not sure if you know how kind of the European scoring system works, but we've got one more round now. Mm-hmm. Like, I know in UGC, whoever wins gets like the full points, I think. Whereas,
well, there's like some different. I mean, like, you get match points, and then there's like also points against and for. I don't. And it's
basically both teams at this moment have got 2 points, so the score will be 4-2. It just depends on who's going to take, you know, the most amount of points. For those of you watching, and Sigafoo, I'm not sure if you know either, Saloon.tf is up. It's a betting site comparable to CS:GO Lounge for CS:GO, and there were 2 big matches sort of available for like an open beta, and one of them was a Sixes game in the playoffs, Reason versus Nuts and Rollerbladers, and the other one was this game. I've got my money on Highpander, so if Highpander don't win, then I'm out like keys, man. So so you know, I need my boys to rake it home, but you know, that's just that's something good, I think, for this season. Hopefully it's going to rake in some more viewers for TF2. People oh, that logs. Beep is sending me logs over Steam. He's got me combined logs. He always combines logs. This is going to be great. Sorry, Sigafoo. I'm just gonna go check my stats. I am a stat fiend. I love my my numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking through the Saloon the bets. Actually, this is a pretty substantial amount of bets that went down for this. I mean, I don't know. I'd say like at least 200. I don't know. It keeps scrolling, so.
Yeah, I think there was a limit of 200, and that limit has been reached. So yeah, over 200 people have bet items. So it's going to be really good, and hopefully it's going to be up. Apparently within a couple of weeks there will no longer be a bet limit, and we are live again. Just to quickly go over the logs from the previous round. That previous round alone, this time Hui was top fragging with 17, closely followed by our friend Grengerbob, once again into the high teens with 16 kills. And then again, it's pretty even across the board. I mean, we've got Hildreth on 15, Mookie on 14. It's all pretty even. Framello getting the better of Inso that round. He got 12 kills to Inso 6. I will check out the combined logs, but I would prefer to see the combined logs at the end of the game, I think, across all the 3 rounds to kind of see. It looks like Highpander have decided they want to push first. No, they want to defend first.
Defense, yep.
Making up their minds.
MP switch teams. We actually still don't use that in America. I don't know why. It's like, because it was broken initially, and then we're
It's
just
because
like,
you're not advanced as Europeans.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's okay.
It's okay. One day you'll catch up to... Oh, they switched again. He'll just saying, this is why HL is a joke. That and Mookie. So, yes.
Our
He'll just
original
being
information was correct here, that Highpander is actually going to go on offense starting out, which I think is a little bit interesting. I don't know. I mean, personally, I prefer to go on defense first, because then you know the time you're working against, you know? But you know, they had the choice and they decided to go offense here first, and so we're going to see pretty much the same setup as last time. I don't know. How do you feel about this decision? Do you usually like to go offense or defense first if you had the choice?
It's difficult. It's difficult. I think it depends how the game has been going so far. I mean, personally, I really liked setting a really good hold, and you know, if you can hold for into the 10s, into the 12-minute kind of time, that just demoralizes the other team. They're thinking, wow, we've taken so long to push, and it gives you more time to do it. But then again, setting a fast time is also a benefit. So it depends on the team's morale, the team's kind of thinking. Are they going to be aggressive? It's Highpander pushing first this time, so we're not going to see this kind of... I was wondering if Chessclub would do the really aggressive hold, but Bonkers gets shut down by Breakfast Jr. there.
We're also seeing the Cow Mangler out of Mookie here. And he does go down, but I thought that was kind of interesting, a little bit different. He was using the right-click charge, big Cow Mangler shots onto the spawn there, but he did go down, and we'll kind of see Highpander kind of do the same thing as before, where they're just kind of bombing in, and then they'll bring out their medic in a little bit. So
yeah, I mean, it's very distinctive with the way the two teams are playing right now on this first point, definitely. Highpander going with the traditional suicides, throwing in the soldier, throwing in the demo, trying to get a pick, trying to get a drop or something, whereas Chessclub just go all out. And if Framello does get that pick, he takes down Inso, and the Ubers have been exchanged, and Highpander are really far forward here. The Spy does actually grab some of that Uber, but then gets taken down, and the kill is just kind of coming in the favour of Chessclub at the moment. Hildreth and Bonkers going down, Bonkers just respawned, so yeah, not much ground being taken by Highpander at the moment.
I'm assuming they're going to retake it quickly here, is again, that those respawns are coming in. You can see that the respawns on defense are about 12 seconds versus the offense 6 seconds. And just as I said, Hildreth coming over the top with Pulk, taking down Huey, so no Demo Man on the defense there for Chessclub. As just Breakfast Jr. defending the car does take down the Scout, but the Engineer is going to sneak cap this, kind of, as Breakfast Jr. is going to get caught in. And Hildreth did take down Robin there in that exchange, so a little bit of I mean, that's kind of the trick with first point, is you want to stay in and you want to defend, but it's really easy to get caught in there. As for Mello with a shot on a Lazy Bear, taking down the Scout, and they should be, looks like they're going to be rolling through this second point pretty easily.
Yeah, they got 100% Uber and they're already in-house, and Stickies are just coming down. Polk does get taken down though. It's a nice pick from Kazul. That's going to slow them down a little bit, but it does look like second is going to be taken for free here. Chessclub not even contesting. The Cow Mangler still being used by Mookie. I thought, for the first point he might just use it for that kind of that alt-fire splash damage kind of thing, but he'll just jumps in and gets taken down.
Ooh,
don't think he really minds. I mean, they're trying to get the suicides to see if they can get anything on third. And Friendship Bob does get something. He takes down Breakfast Jr. He has just been all over Breakfast Jr. at the moment. And that's going to be really frustrating to Heavy. But they still have 100% Uber. They have a 40% advantage, so they're going to be wanting to use this within the next sort of 5 to 10 seconds if they want to, get a nice clean kill onto the medic.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going to see that Uber charge coming out. It's going to be popped onto Hildreth here, coming out onto the other combo. Robin at 90%, slowly building up. Is he going to be able to stay alive and re-pop this out? Dancing around for his life, popped up by Steve, but he does re-pop. Counter pop into the combo there, and oh my gosh, Huey with a huge pipe onto the cart, taking down the Engineer and the Scout as well. So nobody's pushing that cart up the hill, and that Uber, as good as it looked, is going down, and they also did not get any presence on that cart either. So Robin a little bit at an Uber disadvantage here, but I don't think it's going to matter. Look at how far that cart is back. 2 hills still to go up, and Highpander's going to get kind of their first slowdown in this round.
Yeah, that's going to be a bash on momentum. I'm disappointed they didn't get more players on the cart, just to kind of move the cart forward while that Uber push was going on. But Laserbear tries to defend it. He's not going to be able to. Mr. Epic and Neunen are just on that cart. He does get sniped there, Neunen. Just Mr. Epic now, and they are pushing that cart forward. Meanwhile, the combos are just kind of chipping away at each other. There is this Uber advantage on Sprayer. He's at 92%, and he's got about 20% advantage. Kills are coming down onto Chessclub, and the Ubers are used, but Hildreth is out of the fight. And Breakfast Junior gets taken down, as does Hui. And this is just a bit madness.
I mean, the one good thing you can say out of that is Robin did stay alive with the Uber, was able to get out alive, and they also did teleport the gun out. So they're going to have a level 3 and a full Uber charge ready to go onto this final point. Huey's still about to respawn in, so does go down to Steve there, as well as Scissors, so no Sniper, no Pyro, as Robin's in a little bit of a weird spot here, as Polk is dropping down. Uber does get popped out, but are they going to be able to get? Breakfast does take down Polk, and Hildreth is overextended there, gets taken down by Breakfast as well. Pyro goes down to Huey and Breakfast, so basically all the big classes did go down, but they are going to respawn in about 5 seconds, so you'll see them at the front lines here quickly, and Sprayer now has a 50% Uber advantage coming in onto this last point.
Huey's got to be careful here. He might get picked off. He's overextending, but no, he doesn't. Although Hildreth does take him down. He jumps in. Great jumping by Hildreth. Takes down Hui, and I think that's exactly what Highpander wanted. They just threw in their power classes, forced the Uber. Now they've got 100%. It's a big 50% advantage. They can walk into last.
Robin gets taken out by Polk there. He was really in a weird, they were so far forward. Polk just took it for free. Now the Uber comes off here. Basically a free Uber. Sentry Gun is not going to go down, but just to a heavy. If anybody's learned this against a Wrangle, the Rescue Ranger. And actually, just as I see that, Cherry takes down Sprayer with a Sentry Gun. You're a medic. You shouldn't die to the Sentry Gun. And oh my goodness, that gun is doing work here. It's only 4 alive for the offense, as Highpander is going to struggle and actually going to go down here. Scout is pushing the cart, but he should go down here pretty shortly. But getting it pushed down a nice way, as we're going to see a reset coming out of the defense Chessclub here. A level 3 taking down a medic. That's not every day you see that.
No, and but one pick has come down. It's Breakfast Junior, and guess who's been taken down by? It's Granger Bob again. And the medic is really weak. Robin is on fire, gets taken down. Oh, Granger Bob gets the pistol onto him and does take down Hui, but all of the work that was done by Steve. Players are going down for Highpander, but the key players are down for Chessclub, and Cherry is just playing a little bit of a game at the moment, trying to keep a Sentry alive, keeping herself alive. Hildreth is trying to jump and he falls down into the pit. That cart is so close. Robin just respawned. Sprayer is at 90% Uber, and the kills are coming in. They're going to use this Uber surely to take this point.
I mean, they need to take down the Sentry Gun. The combo is underneath the point. Spy's actually coming in onto the combo. Is he going to be spotted in time? I don't think so. Oh, he gets one slash butter knife onto the medic, and the combo with the Pyro does take him down. The butter knife taking down Robin. Breakfast does get 2 kills out of that, but here comes the Uber charge onto the final point. Heavy trying to focus down the Sentry Gun, but again, that is not going to go down. But finally, Hildreth with a nice stickies over the top does take down the Engineer, and that the Sentry Gun should go down just to one more shot on it, but again, they basically traded players there and no time able to come down on it. Engineer might be able to save this gun when he comes back up. I don't think they realize how low it is.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, the cleanup there from Chessclub was just so much better. Once the Ubers faded, everyone was focused on the Sentry Gun from Highpander, and Chessclub just got the frags, and it's allowed Cherry to respawn and just get that Sentry back up to full HP, which is going to be really neat. Granger Bob takes down Breakfast Junior again.
Scout on the
and then, yeah, everyone is just dying at Chessclub now. Fremello takes down Inso, Hildreth takes down Hui, and there are 2 players alive. And wow, CeeJaey is taking down this Sentry. How is he doing that? Gets finished off there by Hildreth, but there is nobody on the cart. The respawns are coming out from Chessclub. They need to get people on that cart and get it moving.
I mean, Sprayer does have a nice 50% advantage over Chessclub on this offensive side, so I'm expecting to see Sprayer and Hildreth be pushing in here pretty shortly. Inso with a nice shot onto Bonkers there, but just as I say that, Scissors takes down Hildreth. So, and actually, the combo for Chessclub here is taking back the positioning on defense, but Granger Bob, oh my god, just decloaks right behind Robin there, and Robin can't seem to stay alive for the life of him. And Sprayer here with 100% Uber, so we should be seeing a push into this final point. And they actually switched to level 3 guns, so might see a little bit of cute play on offense here with level 3 guns. And here comes Uber.
Yeah, the Uber's used and they're dropping down. Steve is looking for that sentry, but the sentry is not there. Hui kills himself with his pipes. And finally, Niyunin is on the cart there with Mr. Epic. And they are pushing it closer and closer to the edge. The engineer comes down, Cherry just going DM and takes down 2 players. And I don't know what's going on. Steve is just doing his own thing. There are minis now. But that mini is going to defend the cart, takes down Steve. Steve finishes off Cherry in return. So no engineer, but that mini sentry is really weak. Gets taken down by Hildreth. Demo battle going on at the choke. This is just so messy, Sigafoo. It's just so messy, like there is no structure to anything. And people just need to start focusing. And if, Highpander have got the Uber advantage here. If they get a good push going, they can take it.
And Robin has switched, onto the quick fix. And Sprayer now has that full Uber charge ready to. I'm sorry, they are still on Uber here, so they should be seeing that pop off here. They do have a player advantage, but they need to take that high ground. They need to take that upper area. It's so helpful. Mookie's doing such an annoyingly good job with that black box. And here comes the Uber onto the final point, but they look so confused because they're like, where the hell is everybody? Well, they're above you. Here comes the soldier shooting down rockets. Inso takes down the scout on the cart. Just Steve on the cart, and he's doing his best to stay alive. And with the help of Wrench and Bob and Polk, they're actually cleaning up kills onto this spawn here. Are they going to be able to walk it in? Yes, they finally are. 9 minutes and 38 seconds. It feels like it should have been a lot longer than that, but wow, what a last hold out of Chessclub there.
I want to say congrats to Chessclub for doing a really successful last hold. I just feel there were so many failed pushes there. I mean, even that last one from Highpander, they kind of walked in, and like you said, they looked confused. They didn't know where anyone was. And sort of the heavy and the medic pushed up to the choke to try and, to the spawn, to try and spawn kill. They did take down Hui, but then Bonkers, I'm getting the names confused here. Mookie, Bonkers was behind. No, Mookie was behind. Mookie was behind, just spamming that cart, and it slowed them down. And yeah, it just kind of seems people were getting flanked at last. It just turned into a bit of a DM fest. But 9 minutes 38 is a fairly long time, and I think it'd be interesting to see if Chessclub do any suicides this time, or they decide to keep with their aggressive, all-out, let's just Uber straight away kind of attack.
Well, I think that's what Chessclub did really well there on the final push. There's Mookie and just different people. It's like any time a flank class got on the cart, they were instantly being challenged, like right away. So anyways, yeah, so we'll see here Chessclub coming out every time. They push out with their medic right away to trade Ubers, and we'll see if that's going to change at all. And it looks like, yeah, they are not pushing out with their medic right away. Fist of Steel Heavy coming up on this left-hand side, as they're just going to opt to push the cart, as Robin's going to hold the Uber charge in spawn safely.
Yeah, I mean, no kills at all coming down at the moment.
Oh,
look, Mookie takes down the sentry. That's huge. That is huge.
Yeah, that's going to allow
also
them
going down from Inso. Yeah, I mean, these are key picks at the moment, and this is going to be the first point I think already from Chessclub.
Yeah, I mean, the real question is they going to even get that force of the Uber off without having to pop theirs? Robin might be able to keep this Uber if they play this correctly on Chessclub's side. And actually, just as I say that, looks like they're kind of getting ready to back out here. You can see kind of the positioning out of Sprayer here. It's on the backside rather than underneath the point.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they've got 100% Uber. They haven't been forced. And then the unit's already got his sentry up to level 2. And it's nearly level 3. I mean, level 2 is all you need, really. And, only a couple of picks coming out. Inso goes down. And the Ubers have been used on Chessclub. He was finally forced onto Highpander, and they're flashing a lot, but then again the sentry goes down. That direct hit is just doing so much work, and the Union, pretty much all his key is down. And Spray is down.
I mean, that's as I said, kind of talked about last time. It's like, this point is kind of tricky, but it's just as I say that, Grenjabob with a decloak right behind the medic, taking down Robin. So medic down for each team here, but here we see the offense, Chessclub getting very aggressive, already coming over the top of the hill. As there is no heavy, no medic, and I'm sorry, the medic's just respawning, but no heavy, no demo man yet for the defense here. So they can take a decent amount of ground as they're just going to get respawns up and a level 2 sentry up, but the cart's coming through and they should have a good chance of taking the second point pretty quickly here.
I mean, Sprayer does have an Uber advantage, so even though there is a level 3, it's level 3, it's built in the spawn area, so I mean, Highpander are going to try and hold this, they're trying to eke out as many minutes as they can. Polk is very aggressive though, got to be careful not to get picked out. And there is from Mello going down, which is going to be pretty big. And yeah, Highpander already out.
Yeah, I mean, I think you treat this point kind of like similar to Badwater's second point, where it's just like, you know, if you can get any time off of it, great, but the more important part is just not losing players. So were able to get the gun out. Scout does go down to the spy there, so level 3 up, but here we come. Chessclub already pushing forward and a little bit too slow in that Wrangler there, so the gun goes down basically for free. Here comes the Uber popped out. Spur does counter pop, and the Uber is in the favor of the defense here, but they are actually way out of position. Are they going to be able to get out alive? Hildreth doing his best to be able to get out, and actually, holy crap, Hildreth and Steve Panda going to town there, taking out the heavy, the medic, this pyro there. So what looked to be in a really bad situation for the defense actually turns into a huge advantage for them, as able to take out the medic there, and Spare is now going to start healing again. So not really an advantage, as Spare was disconnected for a while, but they might be able to hold this third point.
Yeah, that was just insane there. Steve just flanking them and just being able to take them down. Pressure here from Scissors, and the combo is really clutched up together. Sprayer is weak, he's under 100 HP, and so he can't really get the heals spread out as he wants. And Sherry! Oh, he fists the Union! Takes a crit fist and dies! And where's the sentry? Is the sentry down? I'm lost.
I think they switched to mini sentries after he died. But he's dead, so no sentries up right now, and this is Chessclub has everybody alive. They're pretty weak, but they're able to push this hard.
Robin did go down. He's just respawned, but there is a huge advantage in the Uber stakes for Spray at the moment. Breakfast Jr. going down, Mookie and Scissors also going down. So the third does get capped, but Polk's going to get caught out here by Lazy Bear, and Steve is the only one to keep Sprayer for company. They are going to get a kind of top hold, but they've got 5.5 minutes here.
Yeah, I mean, let's put this in perspective. Anybody coming in right now, it is 1-1 currently between Highpander and Chessclub. Season 7 versus Season 6 champions here on the Season 8 opener. Sprayer with 100% Uber, 5 minutes. Highpander has to hold this in order for them to take this game. This is going to be a tall order, but we have seen Chessclub hold it fairly damn well. We'll see if Highpander can match that, as they're holding pretty aggressively here. Actually, are they going to pop this Uber? Hildreth is trying to peek to see if he can catch the medic off guard, but he does not see him. And yeah, well, I'm good. Looks like we're going to get an Uber exchange here pretty shortly.
Yeah, I mean, Chessclub have got a lot of time to think about this. They can take their time, think of a play, just try and get the key picks and then, utilize it. The Union has got his level 3 up nice and ready. Highpander all set. Like, this is just kind of the Mexican standoff now, waiting for Chessclub to just kind of do something, get that pick that they need to just get into the positions. And Polk takes down Hui. He was trying to get aggressive and get that pick, and Uber exchanges have come out. Early Uber here from Chessclub. Better Uber, and I think Breakfast Jr.'s going to get caught out, but he just walks into the Steve, and he's behind. Is he going to get melee to death? He does. He gets hammered down. And lots of kills came down there onto Chessclub, and lots of people getting picked off, which basically just resets us now. Sprayer with an Uber advantage, and Chessclub once again have to make the move and try and do something to gain an advantage.
Yeah, Mr. Epic went huge there, actually getting, I think, a 3K with the medic demo in Scout. So really nice job there on Highpander, taking down some people just as I say that he goes down himself. As I said, Sprayer's going to keep that Uber advantage. As we're going to kind of get a reset here. Chessclub, I mean, with this last point, they seem to not try to make any picks prior to the push. They seem to kind of be like, all right, let's kind of wait, let's get everybody alive, let's get this Uber ready, let's go forward. I don't see them trying to take ground too much, kind of in that in-between time. But just as I say that, Huey trying to get a little bit aggressive, but goes down to Grenshabob, so they're going to have a little bit, 6 seconds before he comes back, but it should be in time for that Uber charge. Sprayer does have it ready to go, but I don't think Hildreth's going to get too aggressive with it, as Robin is getting their Uber charge. And we're going to see an Uber exchange here again fairly shortly.
Yeah, Union did go down there, but he is actually running mini sentries. There's no level 3s to contend with anymore for Chessclub, so that's going to make it easier. Grenshabob gets another kill. I really want to know, with these combined dogs, how many kills Grenshabob has got onto Breakfast Jr. But the Uber is forced by Scissors. He just walks in, gets so much damage done onto the combo, and Sprayer has to use his Uber, which means 100% advantage for Chessclub now, and that is the moment, that is the kind of the play that they needed.
Though they are so, I mean, I guess maybe they walked back to avoid that, but they were so far back that they couldn't just instantly counter. But I suppose you got some time with now having 80%, but it is evaporating pretty quickly. But they should push in here. They need to push in here right away to utilize it. Looks like they're going to go underneath the point with Breakfast Jr. and Huey. Huey a little bit disconnected, but is he going to get caught out? No, he's not. Here comes the Uber popped off. They're chasing down the Pyro, but Hildreth, as I said, that does take down Scissors. And this Uber was popped and basically for naught. There was nothing really utilized with it. The entire combo left that upper area, and that's actually going to give Sprayer the Uber advantage here as the cart still is so far back. And they haven't even taken the up area at Chessclub. 2 minutes left on the clock, and the clock is ticking for them. Robin down to 16 HP. He does go down to the Engineer. So, nice play. So I guess the mini sentries worked out there, but just as I say that, chaos has happened in the backfield for the defense and only 3 alive. A minute 40 on the clock, just a Soldier Scout defending the card against a Spy, but I don't know if they're going to be able to hold this. It was looking so much in the favor of Highpander, but a minute 30 left on the clock and everything's in the line for Chessclub.
Yeah, I mean, things are just going all over the place here. There's so many key picks. Steve is down, Niunen is down, so there's no Pyro or NG on the defense for Highpander, but there's lots of kills coming out. Laserbear goes down, Insert goes down, Kazul goes down, or rather just pops his dead ringer, and Highpander have kind of a semi. They have one hand on this at the moment. They have one hand in control of this, and Breakfast Jr. has been in this top window for so long, and he's just been spamming down, and he's not got any heals at the moment, but he's in just such a good position. He's doing so much work. Niuna goes down again, so no mini sentries to hassle. And Fermello goes down, no sniper, so this is just, again, turning into DM. Breakfast Jr. needs to be dislodged from that window. If Highpander, he's going to drop down, maybe he drops down behind. Did they have any idea the quick fix is popped? And Breakfast somehow stays alive.
Oh, here comes the suicide wave. Everybody came back to that card as soon as they heard that ticking. 42 seconds left here as Sprayer gets popped up in the air, but not too much damage done to him. Breakfast Jr. coming from underneath, but trying to be contested by the Engineer. He does go down. Only 3 alive now for the defense. Polk, 32 HP. He's going to try to hide underneath the card here. Medic and Heavy also under the card. Polk alive. Only Bonkers and Formello, but here comes the respawn. Sorry, I can't even see it. Here they come in over the top. Mr. Epic and the Soldier coming in. Pyro air blasting into the pit. Oh my goodness, 14 seconds left onto the clock. Only 3 alive for the offense. Are they going to be able to hold on to this card? I think Highpander are going to take this. Are you
5 seconds,
kidding me?
Steve is on the part. That is all you need is Steve on that card to just air blast everything away. Highpander have taken this in a golden pack. Oh my word.
Are you kidding me? 3 alive, 8 versus 8, and they're able to hold on to it?
I was looking at the spawn key though, Sigafoo. As you were talking now, I was thinking this doesn't look good for Highpander, but Bonkers is going to be alive. Bonkers spawned first, and I thought if he could just jump onto that car and kill something, or at least slow it down. There was 2 seconds before a big spawn wave came in, and Bonkers did exactly that. He took down the Spy, I think it was, or the Scout, kept Breakfast Jr. occupied, forced him to switch to his fists, and that's when the rest of the team just came in and just collapsed onto the points. Steve there went huge, walked onto the point, got a reflect kill onto Cherry somehow. Rocket came out of nowhere and took down the Engineer. And then he managed to just push Scissors into the pit. So that is a golden cap win for Highpander, losing the first round and coming back to win 2 on the trot to take this 2 rounds to 1. What a way to start the season. What a way, and what a way. How many people are going to be mad about their bets? Chessclub were the favourites. They had the better odds.
60% are going to be mad about their bets.
I'm pretty happy. I mean, I want to know what I've won.
I know John's not happy. He lost his bet. But yeah, I mean, looking at the stats here, purely for that final round, I was kind of curious for Mello going big, top fragging in that final round. But I think the thing really comes down to, like, Chessclub looks so good up until that final push. And I don't know, it seemed, as I said, I kind of was saying this during the cast, is that they just don't seem to do anything in the in-between time. They like have pushes during Ubers, and then they have like 60 seconds in between.
Oh, hey, Scissors. I was just going to go over the logs quickly before we do some interviews. Looking at the combined logs. This is done by Beep. He's combined all of the logs from the 3 rounds. The top fragger is Granger Bob with 59 kills, which is insane. 57 is from Mello, sniper for Highpander, followed by Hildreth on 54. Top fragger for Chessclub was Mookie on Soldier with 51. Just to go over a couple of things to point out, Polk playing on heavy, 230 ping. First official with these guys, I guess. Went 40 to 31. did get out-fragged by Breakfast Junior 47-37. But you know, that's pretty good turnout, I think. But I mean, the logs don't tell the story. The logs don't tell the story. I want to welcome Hildreth from Highpander and Scissors Scissors from Chessclub. I was also almost about to say Sprayer from Chessclub there. Sprayer from Highpander as well. We have Niyunin as well from Highpander. Welcome, guys. How did that game feel?
It was
It
good.
was the best Highlander that I played recently.
I was as good as winning Prem last season, winning that. But there's a long way to go. I'm sure we'll
I mean,
play
I'll
again.
I'll come to Scissors as the only chess player in at the moment. How disappointed are you? I mean, there were mercs and there were kind of delays with this game. Yesterday, you guys both you and Hildreth did say both of you weren't probably totally committed and prepared for this game, perhaps as you would have been maybe further along the season. Like, how disappointed are you, especially after kind of going one round up?
I don't know. I expected us to win, but I wouldn't say I'm that disappointed, honestly. It's just one game. We did take 2 points on one of our worst maps. So, I mean, I think it was a shame we lost in the way we did, but meh. I'm mostly... The worst part is that I bet a couple of earbuds on us winning, so...
Oh dear. So that's so you had like a financial incentive as well to this
Yeah,
game.
exactly. I should have bet them on the others in from. But by the way, can you move Robin in here? He wants to be here as well.
Oh, okay. I'm sure John can get onto that. I'm not sure if I've got privileges. I'll go over to Hildreth then. Again, like same question as I did to Scissors. You got a couple of mercs. I think Bonkers is merking for you guys, and you know Mr. Epic isn't your main scout. Like, are you pretty pleased to pick up 4 points in this situation?
Definitely. The main thing is, even though we had mercs and stuff, is we didn't practice that much. We only had this couple of nights. That was it, and some of our practices weren't that good. Like Wasp, for example, wasn't really a tester. So considering the issues we have to win against Chess, who I know have been practicing quite hard, even though they did have a couple of mercs, it's still... Did you guys have mercs? I don't know.
Today we only had our soldier.
Oh, yeah.
But we haven't... I don't think we've actually practiced with our full lineup at all, because...
Excuses.
I'm just saying, dude.
How many PCWs have you done pre-season?
A lot.
He doesn't want to say.
What?
No.
All right.
Did you ask
I've
anything?
had strict instructions here from John